Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Quick Pop Podcast, episode 7. Man, we are on a roll here. Got another fine group of people with me ready to talk about the topic at hand, and it is a monumental topic at hand. So without further ado, I am your usual host, Ace, and with me today is also...
Slayer. And I'm Nell.
Yes, Slay and Nell. Very dynamic duo. I believe you guys were on the last podcast. Had a lot of fun talking about that one. But
absolutely.
We have no time. We've got to get into this because I think this is going to be a long one. Because this is the granddaddy. Like, we're here. We've made it, y'all.
Well, you can't call it granddaddy. You can't. Oh, yeah. It's the greatest thrill ride.
That's right. The greatest thrill ride on earth. The biggest show of all time.
You can't call it granddaddy because apparently WWE fans stopped counting after the number 30.
That's still so dumb. I don't understand that.
Oh, apparently people only know how to count to 30 anymore.
I'm surprised people know how to count to 10, but whatever. Anyway. So we'll get right into it. It's WrestleMania time, y'all. The biggest stage of them all. The thrill ride of the century. The top of the mountain. If you make it here, you're done. You have cemented your legacy. Even if you're only a one-off, doesn't matter. You made it to WrestleMania and had your WrestleMania moment. So, without further ado, we're going to be running down the card as we know it. There are 2 matches right now that are still technically up in the air, and that's only because it's kind of like they haven't officially announced it, but the way that they are like pushing it, it probably will be announced. Just to get that out of the way real quick, everybody knows this past couple SmackDowns ago, we had the Usos versus American Alpha, and the Usos ended up taking the championships from American Alpha. That's gotta be resolved. But that has not been officially stated, but everyone's kind of assuming that that's just gonna happen. And then Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn is also another good one. Probably a kickoff show match.
Let's go, Sammy.
Let's go, Sammy.
Am I the only one that loves Sammy entirely?
I do love Sammy
every freaking week.
However, this would probably be another Samoa Joe squash.
I know it will, and I don't want it to be because Sami Zayn is probably, I mean, obviously we're not backstage, but is probably one of the hardest working guys in the company right now.
Yeah.
And he has been relegated to getting his butt kicked for the past year and a half.
Hey, but he can sell that butt coach really, really good.
Well, listen, right? him and Dolph Ziggler with the jelly legs.
Oh yeah, man.
They learned from Shawn Michaels. Get them jelly legs.
Get them jelly legs going. But without further ado, for the 12 matches that we know are on the card, starting us right off, we got the 2017 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Here's the thing. I like the Battle Royal. I'm starting to worry that it's like one of those matches that now has to happen regardless about whether or not it's going to be a good match.
I think it has to happen because it's an easy way for them to put a newer guy over.
Right. Or let lots of people be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, especially with this one, there's only 4 people who announced for it right now.
Right.
Mojo, Apollo, Big Show, and Kurt Hawkins, which Kurt Hawkins can be the first eliminated. I'm calling it.
Oh no. If he's not the first, he's at least first 3. Like, he's gone really quickly. Unless somehow James Ellsworth is in there.
Please, no. Can we get rid of him?
No, I learned that he's got a pedigree of participating in wrestling, and so he looks ridiculous, but he's
a great wrestler.
He's been in the business a good while, so I can't fault him. He's just got a really terrible gimmick right now.
Yeah, let's not talk about the box seats.
Yeah, let's.
I think Mojo wins it. Let's just get to the results.
It'll be good for him to win.
I'm calling Mojo winning. Everyone's saying, "Oh, the Big Show's coming back. He could win it." They're not going to have a 2-time Andre the Giant winner. That's just not going to happen. So
no, it's not going to happen. And you can push Big Show other ways. He's already an established talent.
Especially the fact that, like, we're not, like, right now, as far as we can tell, Big Show is basically face. But WrestleMania is long, and so that could change. Like,
he
before
could
the end of
turn.
the match.
He could turn before he gets to the ring.
He could turn before he gets to the ring. Stepping in the ring, he could turn again. He could end the ring turning, and then like when they're doing the interview afterwards, talking about why he lost, again. He could turn again.
Because it's Big Show.
Because he's the Big Show. Like if he's got one good gimmick, it's he's big, and
he's the show.
He's alive.
Right. He's big and he's a show.
He is a show. He's a something. Moving right along, kind of an interesting match. Really weird the way they've set it up because like there could have been way better ways to set it up. But we got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who are the current champs for the Raw Tag Team Championships, versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass and Cesaro and Sheamus. So we got a triple threat tag match. That's gonna be interesting. Not a lot of triple threat tag matches. I've seen Fatal 4-Way match tag matches.
Yeah.
Not a lot of triple threat tag matches. That's going to be interesting.
I'm going to say it right now. This steals match of the night.
You think? You think this will be match of the night? Because there's a couple of other matches coming up that could
I've looked at the card, and I honestly think this might be the first time where they let Enzo be a good wrestler like he is.
That would be phenomenal.
Yes.
Because
instead of being a guy that just gets his butt kicked.
That being said, though, it's going to be interesting because Enzo Amore usually is able to get to the bottom of the ramp by the time he's done his little shtick. He's going to have to, like, knees to chest the whole way down the ramp if he's going to get his little Enzo Amore thing done on the way. And then he gets to the bottom of the ramp. Like,
or they could have him come down in the car.
They like did golf cart to the wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, like a pimped out golf cart would be perfect for him. And then just he pulls up and he's like, "What do we got here? A cup of Hades?"
I think this match has every bit of potential to be match of the night.
No,
because you're talking, you have 6 guys who are some of the best in the ring. You have between Gallows and Cash, you have 2 of the better big men. Cesaro and Sheamus have been mainstays in wrestling.
Perfect tag team.
They're perfect together. And then Enzo and Carl Anderson, which no one likes to admit, are the same size.
I know, it's weird when you think about it. Like
they're the same size, but they're both very good technical wrestlers. Mm-hmm. So I honestly think this is if they let them be. I honestly think this is going to be a match that surprises everybody, and I hope it's not the second match of the night, because it would suck if this is like the best match of the night, and then you have 10 more matches following it.
Could overshadow it.
Yeah.
Like middle of the road would be okay. Like you don't want it at the end or towards the end because there's already obviously three big matches that we know of that are going to be at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there we go. So obviously, like for example, we know for a fact Taker and Jericho, like especially those 2 matches alone, are going to be towards the end because they've got a lot of heat behind it. So I don't think this is go at the beginning because there's too many like I don't want to say like kitschy. We're just kind of sort of here matches, but they definitely can't be at the beginning. They need to be in the middle or towards the end.
I mean, and you're talking. I mean. You're talking about a tag team championship match.
Exactly.
So it needs to be towards the middle of the road. But again, it's WrestleMania, and 90% of the matches are championship matches.
Right, but because you were saying like it's a tag team match, but like wasn't there a pay-per-view not long ago where the tag team like was the tag team championship match was on the pre-show? Like it was a kickoff match. I don't remember what
was that Rumble. No, Rumble had the women's tag.
Yeah,
pre-show.
But I remember there was it was not real recent, but like
it was when Cesaro and Sheamus lost the tag.
That's it. That's what it was.
They lost the belts. It was a pre-show match.
It was a pre-show match. So we can't sit here and say it's a championship match, so it has to appear later because they've done stupid stuff like that. But I don't think they would put it the pre-show, but they definitely don't need to put it up towards the beginning.
Exactly.
Like I don't necessarily mean all of your championship matches have to be towards the end of it. Like there has to be all the exhibitions and then champ. But it definitely doesn't need to go on towards the beginning, especially with it being like realistic.
No, I agree. I agree.
The more well-known tag team championship right now. SmackDown's kind of like they don't know who to give the belt to right now.
Exactly.
So moving up from there, next on the card we got Neville versus Austin Aries.
Oh, please give me a forearm in Neville's face. God, just give me a forearm.
Or a 5-arm, as he was calling it.
Yeah, as Corey Graves calls it, the 5-arm.
The 5-arm, because it's a little better than a 4-arm. Shut up.
Well, I honestly, I think we might see Austin Aries kind of win this because
he's got such a push going.
Yeah, he's been getting pushed for the past few months, and I honestly think they built Neville up to this point. They pushed the whole the whole king of the cruiserweights stick.
You absolutely would break that at Mania.
If they want to push Austin Aries to the top, you would feed someone like Neville, who honestly he's looking really good right now. He has. I think all his wins are clean, if I recall correctly. Most of his wins are clean. Most of them.
Yeah. I can't think of anything like that.
I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything.
I mean, like maybe some kind of like slightly dirty tactic kind of thing, but like nothing where it was like a DQ or a Dusty finish.
Just let Neville lose the title and then bring him to like the main roster.
Yeah, let him stop just being a cruiserweight. He can move on.
Yeah.
Look at his body. He is no longer a cruiserweight.
I'm still not convinced that he weighs 205 pounds.
I'm
just throwing it out there.
There's no way. 3/4 of that would have to be strictly muscle.
He's billed at 194. But he's also 5'8", so...
That's when he's not flexing. He flexes, it just all hardens up. Not really a whole lot to say about this match because there's not a whole lot of story behind it. It's mainly,
Austin Aries came back.
It's mainly Austin Aries came back, and now he's going right to the top for the prize.
Which we all knew was going to happen.
Oh, no, absolutely. The only thing that hurts me a little bit is I grew really attached to 2 cruiserweights recently. TJ Perkins, for obvious reasons. You can't hate the gamer wrestler. I mean, I like his gimmick and his entrance. Especially how wrong they did him for a few weeks there, where after he lost the championship, they would still show his little 8-bit image with the championship. Like, come on, don't remind him about that. And then Rich Swann, I love me some, can you handle this? Like,
no, give me Noam Dar.
Yeah, I want to like Noam Dar, but the music does it for me for Rich Swann. Like, I like his personality, and then when he comes out there and starts doing the knee waggling thing, like, oh, I'm sold.
Sidetrack. Do we remember this past week on 205 Live whenever Rich Swann was getting tips from Jack Gallagher?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Do we have a tag team in the making?
Make it happen.
Please.
I'm in love with Jack Gallagher, the man of many umbrellas. Mixing him with Rich Swann is nothing but gold. Like, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Ebony and Ivory. Calling it now.
Ebony and Ivory. All right.
Because really,
next match. Let's just get away from cruiserweights. I hate talking about the cruiserweights.
Yeah, because again, like I said, this is going to be a decent match. Not like this will not be match of the night. Like it just
it'll be a great match though because you have 2 of the best wrestlers on WWE going against each other. But
there's no story.
There's nothing behind it.
I want to be better. No, I want to be better. That's it.
No, I'm the king of the cruiserweights.
I'm the king of the cruiserweights.
No, you're not. I have an awesome trimmed beard.
I was about to say, a goatee. So moving right along. This is going to be an interesting match because let me just tell you. Like, the way it's written alone makes it an interesting match. It's Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Natalya versus Mickie James versus Becky Lynch versus others to be announced. Like,
who's that other?
I'm calling it right now. Naomi needs to come back. Please come. I want to feel the clothes.
She's going to come back and win it. She's going to come back and win it. She better come back and win it. I'm done watching wrestling.
You're in Orlando. You got to make it happen. But some other people have speculated that this is how they bring back Eva Marie as well.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. And Paige.
Well, not after things that just recently.
We're going to talk about wrestling.
Wait. I'll just say this. Do your research on Paige. And
I know what happened.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that because we're a family podcast. But I don't think she's going to be there. I just don't think she's going to be there. As for the match, holy crap. Like right now listed alone, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people like that we know is going to be in there. And others. So like this could be an insane match. And it's not listed as like a battle royale or anything. So this is going to be like heavily favored against the champion. Like there's absolutely no champion's advantage in this.
I think Natalya walks away with it.
You think Natalya?
Natalya? Why Natalya?
I could even see
I don't
Mickie
know.
James.
It's just Natalya came out of nowhere over the past couple weeks.
Yeah, but that's the problem. She's come out of nowhere. Her biggest feud was, what do you mean I don't have any merchandise? Get some. Like,
listen, I watched Total Divas. I like Natalya.
Yeah, look, I'm not even going to get into that. But that notwithstanding, Natalya doesn't really have a good story in this other than, well, I want to be a part. Like everybody else.
That's been her story her entire career is, I just want to be a part of it.
Get a new.
That's not good enough for me.
That's not good enough. Like,
or can we let Becky Lynch actually win a match?
No, especially not this one. Like, they will not let Becky win this kind of match.
Jesus.
She's female Sami Zayn.
She is. She's female Sami Zayn.
She's the best woman in the ring.
God bless.
God.
I'll tell you who's not going to win, or better not win. Better not be Carmella.
No. It says with James Ellsworth. She's going to win.
Doesn't matter.
She's gonna win. He's gonna do something.
There's no way, because we obviously saw people don't care about hitting James Ellsworth. Like, this won't be one of those things where like he comes in. He learned his lesson when he interfered last time.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, I don't think because here's something interesting though. With this many people in the ring or whatever, is it inherently no DQ?
Oh, it has to be.
Because I mean,
a triple threat's no DQ.
No. They've done that before, where like one person in like a triple threat or a fatal four way got disqualified, and they just like ejected them from the match. Like, they've done stupid stuff like that where just you are disqualified.
Oh.
So,
well, I guess so.
But that's my question, though. Like, is it inherently no DQ? Because it's never really been said. Like, for example, normally fatal four-ways are no DQ. But that's not always the case.
This just reminds me of the Vicky Guerrero Women's Invitational.
Right. Just everybody come fight. Which is
everybody
weird.
Just get in the ring and... What if they just make it a battle royal?
Huh?
What if they just make it a battle royal?
Well, but it's not. It's not. Like, it's just. Well, actually, to be fair, it says technically right here. It says to be decided match. So like, it's not even specifically stated yet.
I was thinking maybe it can do something like the old hardcore title. How not necessarily it's defended
anywhere,
but necessarily like it just come. Like, after she defeats someone, they just come one after the other, boom, 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 boom. Until
so like Alexa has to start out in the ring versus somebody, and then she beats them, and the next person comes.
That'd be weird, though, because except for Carmella, all of these people have proven that they can go, like, long distances. Like, time. So it'd be weird to see them, like, take one special move and then be out. Like, sometimes happens. You know, where they, like, for example,
the Miz
Lesnar,
Miz at Elimination Chamber.
Or like, Brock Lesnar F5's, Goldberg, and he's like, oh, that just utterly destroyed me. And I'm like, I mean,
no, it didn't.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know if they would do, like, you wrestle till you lose kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll be all at once. I'm intrigued to see how they do it. If it'll be Battle Royale, or if they'll just be like, yeah, whatever, 6 women in the match, fight, whatever. Just
I think it might be I think it's going to be a good match, but I think it's gonna kind of falter because there's just so many people in it.
Too many people, unless we feel the glow. Then you'll have an emotional investment because Orlando.
Oh, I will. Like, why do you have to bring her up? Because I'm emotionally invested into Naomi.
Oh, yeah. We're going to feel the glow. But that's my point. It's either going to be Eva or we're going to get the glow.
Naomi.
And if the glow shows up, why even bother watching the match? Because you already know who's going to win.
Yep.
Because there's no... I mean, I want to say because there's no way they disrespect her in her hometown. But this is WWE. So.
Hello, Montreal.
I was about to say, this is the WWE, so...
Montreal.
They did the same thing to Sasha Banks.
No, that's true. But, speaking of, moving right up the card to the women's division, we got Bayley.
My girl.
Exactly. Bayley versus Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, Nia Jax.
All right, so I just have to get this off my chest.
Go ahead. No,
we talked about this pre-podcast. Like this is the match that peeves me the most because so if you guys don't know, Ace and I go back and forth messaging each other during every Raw and every SmackDown, and I have to say that Nia Jax is one of the most untalented wrestlers in the WWE right now.
Oh my God, yes.
Wow.
And like, here's the thing. She's not
She
like
reminds me
most
of
girls.
she is Umaga
She is.
with boobs,
Basically.
with bigger boobs.
No, absolutely. The whole thing is, like, she's almost what I thought they were going to do with Braun at the start. Just make him big dude who squashes. The problem is they gave him some character and some motivation.
And he knows how to wrestle.
And he does know how to wrestle. Nia is literally just, I'm going to go be a big girl in the match and not sell anything.
Because I'm not like most girls.
Because I'm not like most girls.
Yeah, and she doesn't deserve to be in this match. I'm sorry, she doesn't need to be there. It takes away from what was going to be a great triple threat match.
Yeah, every single person, if you take away Nia Jax, had a immediate love triangle to the other person. Bayley got to prove to Charlotte Flair, I am the champion. Bayley's got to prove to Sasha, I don't need you to win. Charlotte's got to be Charlotte about things. Sasha has to get another revenge on Charlotte and prove that, we're friends, but we're after the championship, so that doesn't matter. So there was a amazing dynamic between the three of them, and then you throw in Nia Jax. There's literally no point.
She doesn't need to be there. She doesn't need to be there. It's going to make the match not as impressive.
Brooks would have made more sense.
Please give me Dana Brooke. Yeah. Please give me her because we were talking about this on Monday. Dana Brooke is such an amazing wrestler and so good behind the microphone as well. Like, why are we not pushing her? Why are we pushing Nia Jax? Is it because she's part of the family?
Like, I've heard some people they don't like Dana Brooks, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, they go, well, she fits in that almost like Toady role, and I'm like, well, I mean, she does.
Well, she fits there because we accept her being there.
Right.
And that shouldn't be the case.
Like, for example, taking it back real quick, Big Cass theoretically could do good as singles. Just by himself. But he's got, in this case, he has such an amazing dynamic with Enzo Amore. Dana Brooks did have a really good, protege, toady kind of thing with Charlotte. But the instant she turned on her, that's when you saw, holy crap, she's really, really good on her own.
Exactly. But I mean, it just bothers me that that WWE thinks that we should accept this match because
it's ridiculous that it exists.
Yes. I wanted the triple threat. I was praying and hoping that Bayley would have beaten Nia Jax on Monday.
There's no way. That was the Stephanie McMahon revenge tour. There was no way she was going to win.
Exactly. But it is what it is, and we're going to watch it, and Nia Jax, and we're all going to say, "Whoa, this sucks."
I mean, we're going to watch it, but
that might be the time that I go get a beer.
That's going to be a drink and a bathroom run for me.
Well, as long as Nia Jax doesn't win, I think I won't have a problem with the match.
Don't let
She's gonna win.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
She's gonna win.
It can't. No. If Nia wins, you completely delegitimize. You somehow make the SmackDown Women's Championship more legitimate than the Raw Championship.
I would say right now, SmackDown has better winners.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Carmella notwithstanding. They do.
Well, she's good if they would just give her a storyline.
Real storyline.
That doesn't involve James Ellsworth.
Yeah, it just dropped the James Ellsworth thing and let Carmella just go back to being Carmella. I mean, it's cute that she's got him in her back pocket kind of thing. But there's enough good wrestlers on the SmackDown side to be confident. On Raw, we've got 3. Well, 3.5 if you count Dana once she gets a push.
Or Emma if she ever comes back.
Let's not even talk about whoever she is. Okay.
Emmalina.
Because here's the thing. God. Here's the thing. I know it's not going to happen. But I would not put it past WWE to have Emma come out and her be like, I'm Emma, now watch me turn into Emmalina. I would not put it past them to do that.
And she doesn't care because she's getting paid.
It wouldn't be Emelina. It'd be Emmeline because
it'd be something. Yeah, it'd be something stupid like she's gonna transform again to like M. Like she was Emelina, then she went to Emma, and then she just M.
All right, let's go to the next match.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hey,
yes. Please.
Just tell us what the next match is, and then we'll go to the one after that.
Just no. There has to be one thing said about this next match, and it's obvious what they're building up to, and it's stupid, but I'm okay with it because if it's done right, it'll be good. For the next match up the card, we've got John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. And as far as I can tell, this whole feud literally exists because when Nikki was, giant air quotes, feuding with Natalya, they knocked over something onto Maurice.
Oh, they knocked over the powder.
They knocked over the powder onto Maurice. So Maurice got involved. And then John Cena stepped in to kind of like help Nikki to like break him up. And so then the Miz like, ugh. This match only like, okay, I will say this though. As dumb as this match is, we've got some stellar promos coming out of both of them leading up to this.
I thought Nikki was going to rip Maurice's head off the other night.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like every time that Nikki has gotten on the microphone this, I feel like she might kill somebody.
Like this might be not staged. Like she has that. And then I gotta give the Miz credit. Miz is really hot right now. Some might not see it for hot for the right reasons, but he is really hot right now. That being said, why he thought it was a good idea to commit suicide by trying to front on John Cena, because after he dropped his John Cena promo, John Cena turned around and murdered The Miz.
On Talking Smack. Oh my goodness, that Talking Smack where John just looked into the camera and went off, and I was like, yep, Miz is gonna die. Miz is gonna die.
Just watched murder live on TV. What happened? Like his in the ring promo and his Talking Smack were both literally like death threats. Like the police should have been called in, John should have been questioned because like they should have put like protective custody on the Miz. Like the Miz should walk down with a police escort and an ambulance just in case, because he already verbally murdered the Miz.
Can we all agree that it's going to be John Cena and Nikki Bella that wins this?
Oh, absolutely. There's no reason for the Miz and Maurice to win, unless
no, the Miz is going to lose. There's no question, because everyone suspects that this is the moment that John Cena actually pops the question at WrestleMania.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, that's
and
not the
thing. I could see it happen.
That's not going. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Say that.
I watched Total Divas. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. He doesn't want to get married again after his past failed marriage.
Yeah, I do.
They would have not made such a big deal in those stupid parody videos for this not to happen.
He's not going to marry her.
But that was a while ago when that Total Divas episode was recorded, so you don't know.
So, all right. Let's move up.
Up the card.
Okay. Because I was standing my ground. So let's move on.
Stand there in wrong stand-and-tan, and
hey, listen. Next,
stand there too.
Next one.
Dean Ambrose, current champion, Intercontinental champion, going against Baron Corbin.
I think Baron Corbin wins.
You think Baron Corbin? I can see it.
Dean Ambrose hasn't won a match in
Dean Ambrose hasn't defended his championship in a while either.
No, he hasn't. But, he's never defended it.
No, he's defended the Intercontinental at least once.
When?
Whatever pay-per-view was
against who?
He won it. I don't remember who, but I know he has defended it. Like he has defended it once. Dean shenanigans happened, but he did defend it.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling that.
I don't remember that.
Well,
when he won the championship, there was a pay-per-view that happened, or he had to defend it, and he hasn't defended it since then. I have to do my research, but I'm feeling very strongly Dean has at least defended the Intercontinental once since he won it from The Miz. Even if it was just on Raw, I know he's defended it.
Well, regardless, I still think Baron Corbin's going to win. Because here's the thing. Ever since he won the Battle Royale last year. That
Yeah.
was last year, correct? He's kind of been on a hot streak. He's been.
Oh, no. Let's roll that back real quick. I don't want to go with the hot streak. Hot indicates
It's a
he's
push.
been winning a lot of matches.
Well, I mean, we're not going to talk about the fact that he feuded with Khalid. We're not going
That's
to talk about
to
that.
say.
Oh,
like-
well, we just forget about that. That
No,
just
no,
didn't
no,
happen.
no.
That's part of the push. That's part of the push. Is like,
the push.
I mean, you have him win the Battle Royal, and then you have him feud with a luchador.
Of course.
And then naturally from the luchador, he goes to former WWE champion / Intercontinental champion. So, I mean,
but it wasn't
like
there was a huge gap. Didn't do much.
like we said with the Battle Royal, like it's their number one way of pushing people.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
usually anybody that wins
Gets a
stands
push.
the Big Show, because the Big Show just had to win it because it was the inaugural Andre the Giant. You got to have the big guy win the big guy trophy.
just so he can sit there with his arm crossed next to it.
Yeah, that's literally the entire reason. The very first one, so they could get that one picture. But yeah, everybody afterwards that has won the Andre the Giant Memorial has usually gone on to something good.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like this is going to be kind of a mediocre match because I love Dean to death, but his matches have a pattern, and Baron doesn't really have, except for his finisher, which is phenomenal. Baron doesn't have a exciting arsenal.
No, his finishers are great.
Oh yeah, his finisher is amazing. Like it looks, but his regular arsenal is not that great. And Dean's good. Dean's fun to watch, but Dean's also stupidly predictable.
Yes.
Like to a fault.
Like Lunatic Lariat needs to be better.
No. I love that.
Now,
because
it's Lunatic Lariat. It's Lunatic Lariat is when he does the rebound off the rope.
Yeah, the rope-a-dope, like I call it.
Yes.
The rope.
I call it the rope-a-dope.
Soap on a rope.
So no, like the Lunatic Lariat, or I call it the rope-a-dope. It's when I see that move, I'm like, this is a Dean match. We've arrived.
He's good at what he does. He's good at being a bad wrestler.
If what you do is throwing yourself into the ropes and ooh, I fell. Like when he gets kicked into the ropes and he does that, I love it because it looks believable. When he himself kind of runs into it and does it, I'm like, okay, now that's dumb. Stop that.
Now we're looking at Dean. Dean has officially arrived.
When you do it that way, it's.
I can see the match going either way, though. I can honestly see them giving Dean the chance to keep the title, but I can also see Baron.
Not a terrible champion. Like he doesn't defend it a lot, but he's not a terrible.
No,
champion.
I mean he was a good WWE champion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
was.
He was when he was WWE champ. That was actually a really good run for him.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it could go either way.
Yeah, this one's a good. I'd say 55-60 going to Corbin because he does have a push going into this. But
Yeah.
Dean's not so incompetent though going into this that he would guarantee to lose it. So
Exactly. And I mean, you can do so many things with Dean because then you could, you could push him back to the
Put him back in
WWE
the
Championship.
title. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if somebody down the line wins that title, then
Nope. There's someone down the line that's going to retain the title.
All right. Well, let's move on. So we get to that point.
he got
Let's-
real defensive on that.
Let's move on.
Anyway, this next match is
Yes.
less about the championship and more about the rivalry, and that's
More
what I
about the
think is
Festival
really
of Friendship.
That's what I'm saying. It's more about the story, and that's what I think makes for a really good championship match. Because yes, it's a championship match, but the story's there. Of course, we're talking about Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. This is going to be a good match because the story's there. The story's there. It's going to be a good match.
Honestly, can I say? And I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, go
Can
ahead.
I say that I think this might be the match of the night?
See, that's what I was going to say. When you were talking earlier about the tag team triple, I was looking at this going, but this match exists. It's Jericho, and they're finally clashing.
Jericho lately, his matches have been so slow. And I get
That's
it.
just it.
He's old.
He's old, but a lot of his matches have been slow because that was during the Jericho era where, they could be slow because, eventually Kevin Owens is going to help him out.
Let's be honest. A certain someone is going to walk out during this match.
Oh, no doubt. No, if he doesn't, it's going to kill a lot of rumors. If he does, it's confirmed. I'll say it that way.
Oh yeah, I mean, all right. Let's just be honest. Let's mention him by name. If Samoa Joe walks out, yeah. If Joe comes out, then it's
confirmed.
The Authority is back.
The Authority is confirmed.
The Authority is back 100%.
Especially with Trips showing up more.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like Jericho's going to win this just because he's Jericho.
You think?
Yes.
Like he is dastardly, but you think? Because
yes,
I would say that too. I could see Chris.
It makes sense with the way that this story has gone. Oh, I've been used this past year almost. I've been used this entire time.
There'd be no reason for him to suddenly be like, I literally cannot retain this on my own.
Yeah, exactly. This is, again, you guys are right. Possibility of being match of the night.
Just because of the story. Like, I think that's why it has a good chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be surprised if they don't put on a good match.
They're gonna.
Oh, yeah, they are. Oh,
this is going
to be a 30-minute match.
I think I know why Mr. Nelstar here doesn't think that Kevin Owens is going to win. And that's because me and Mr. Nelstar share an opinion about Kevin Owens. And I'm going to share it with you now, Kari.
No, you hate Kevin Owens.
I can't despise you. Yeah, I absolutely can't stand Kevin Owens. And
I think he's an okay wrestler with.
Yep.
Listen, I'm sorry, I have a beard and he has a neck beard. It bothers me.
KO is okay.
He's okay. He's okay, and he's
Owens Kevin.
He's still Kevin Steen to me.
Right.
Like, I can't get past that.
Like, he's good in the ring. He's fairly good on the mic. He's nothing special to me. I don't see it.
I guess I'm just the odd man out here.
You are completely the odd man out.
I wish I had my buddy Ron here with me.
No.
Back me up.
See, that's the beauty of this right now, Carter. You're in our world now.
This would be a knockdown, drag-out fight if Ron was here.
And I have backup now, so you can go get your little Ron buddy. But you're in our world.
Here's my thing with KO is... I said this last time, is that I'm a fan, or I judge a wrestler based on their promos.
Right.
And KO's promos, to me, are garbage. He is not good. He can convince a crowd and do all this, but he's not good on
the only reason right now
he doesn't have it.
The only reason he was really good lately is because he has the Chris Jericho line to talk with. But him trying to seem tough, like in the face of Goldberg, even when we knew how that match was going to end, we didn't buy it.
He went from heel to just total butt.
Yep. It was just like,
man, these are fighting words right now.
You're fighting words.
But I mean, that's who KO is, and it works for his character. But at the same time, I'm not convinced that he's good enough to continue to carry a belt.
No,
at this moment.
No. I don't think you reward. Well, I don't want to say reward. I don't think you take a belt from KO just to put him in, let's be real, honestly, a lower grade belt.
Yeah.
Like, if they really loved KO so much, they wouldn't just be like, we're taking the championship from you and we're giving you the U.S. title.
And another thing is if you have Jericho retain, you also elevate the level of the U.S. Championship. So what The Miz did for the Intercontinental Championship is what you're now doing for the U.S. Championship.
Right. Let somebody hold it and prove they can hold it and bring some legitimacy back without giving it to Cena.
Yeah, without giving it to Cena. Because we can give it to Cena and he can bring back to the mainstay. But
yeah, for all the crap people give Cena, he brings legitimacy back to belts.
I guarantee if you put a cardboard belt on John Cena, he'll make it legitimate.
He would. If you put the original WCPW belt on Cena, it'd be the greatest, the most sought after belt.
Yep.
It would happen.
Yep.
That being said, you were talking about potential match of the night, how others could tie for it. There is one match on here that we're not going to talk about a lot because it's not official, but we got to mention
it's unsanctioned.
The unsanctioned Triple H versus Seth Rollins match.
They're going to beat the crap out of each other.
That's going to be a slaughter.
They're going to be... Throw the PG rating out the door. They're going to be crap.
Yeah, they've had let's say, I don't want to say they've had bleeding, but like a lot more people have gotten hurt, quote unquote, in the ring lately. So I think we're starting to ever so slightly see the PG era, maybe like the PG-13 era. I think is what we're going to start getting into.
Well, I think this match, when it's going to happen, because let's be honest, we know this is going to happen.
Kari, it's not accepted yet. How dare you assume?
Marks, quotation marks. And so,
giant pen calligraphied in.
And so, like I was saying, this is a really compelling match if you think about it, because it's not just about like the double cross and costing him the belt to Kevin Owens. This goes all the way back to when he initially left the Shield,
right,
and joined the Authority.
Yeah, I thought we were bros, kind of thing.
Yes, like that's like 2 years building up to this point.
I know you love Joe, okay, and I absolutely want to see Joe potentially come out and interfere in some previous matches. This needs to be Trips and Seth. Period in a discussion, like even though it's unsanctioned, and so Joe's gonna show up,
and I love Joe too, because I'm a TNA boy.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Not anymore. If you watch a couple more matches that we showed you, but
continue watching this Joker Sting stuff. I don't know what's
Joker,
gonna happen.
And you watch the New Year's one, and ruined.
We'll see what happens.
Oh my god!
So just final words. Trips and Seth needs to be Trips and Seth. If it's anything more than that, you kind of ruin the story going in.
I agree. This needs to go.
And Seth needs to come out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to. He's been put through so much crap. He's got to. Even though we all know that Triple H don't carry no shovel. So if he's gonna make it happen, he's got to make us believe it. But let's move right up to another match that doesn't need to exist, but now it officially exists. Old Man versus New Man. I'm sorry, Shane McMahon. I think I got that right this time. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. The first singles match with, well, I guess you could count the John Cena and Nikki Bella stupid thing, but the first truly singles match, just dude and dude.
They're just going to beat the crap out of each other. I don't think there's much here. Like, this is one of those matches that we can be like, oh, well, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, but it's just going to be a slobber knocker.
I wish this was like a specialty match.
Like,
that would allow Shane to have a lot more of his traditional kit to show off.
Yeah, if you made like a hardcore match or something.
Yeah, and it would let AJ show some stuff off too. Like he could show another side to himself.
AJ wins.
AJ's got to win.
Yeah, there's
got to have this WrestleMania moment. There's no way. There's no way that they're like, no, that aging guy that was the general manager forever, who just kind of inserted himself into a match.
Yeah.
Let him win. No. I love Shane. I love what he's done. I love what he's doing on SmackDown. But he doesn't win. It doesn't happen.
No. Nope.
And this is not even going to be. This is not even going to be a match of the night. This is literally just going to be a. Oh yeah.
It's going to be a 15-minute match. It's going to be a 15-minute match to be done.
15-minute match.
Yes, it's going to be AJ Styles beating up Shane McMahon,
and Shane's going to walk out bleeding, calling it now.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hashtag beat up Shane McMahon.
Hashtag
beat up Shane McMahon. Next match is
the divisive match. Like, this is the one that's got the WWE universe literally divided right down the middle. And here's the thing. That's what I was about to say. I'm going to talk about this for just a second, and then I'm going to give the floor to you, Nell, because I know how I feel, and I know how Slayer feels. So I'm curious to hear your side. So the match we're talking about is The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Really, really, really divisive match. And I'm going to let you say your piece now, and then I'll have one thing to add that I think kind of ruins this match. But okay, we'll just get right to it. Let me ask you.
Alrighty then.
What do you think? What do you think the ending is going to be? Like,
okay.
How do you think this plays out?
It plays out with Roman winning. And the reason I said this is the same thing that I said to you the other day. Taker is a great wrestler. Taker has been on top for so long, but at the same time, he's old school. And he knows that the wrestler on his way out does not end on top. He ends on his back. And that's an old school part of wrestling. That's,
right.
How it's always been. It's always been you put over a younger talent whenever you're leaving. And I hate to say it because I remember growing up and having the Undertaker, the Phenom VHS.
Right.
And having an Undertaker poster on my wall growing up. But I think Undertaker understands it as well. This is probably his last match, and he's going to put Roman over. It's what's going to happen. I don't want it to happen, but it's what's going to happen.
Nobody wants it to happen. Like,
but you got to make Roman look strong.
You killed me there for a second. The mark in all of us doesn't want to see it happen because even though we know the streak is broken, and so like WrestleMania matches don't have the punch that they used to when it's a Taker match.
Yeah.
The mark in us wants to see Taker put the upstart down and remind him whose yard this actually is.
Yeah, I can get behind that, but at the same time, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Here's the only way, though, that Reigns winning is acceptable, and that's if they finally just pull the trigger and heel turn. That's the only way it'll be acceptable. Like,
if he beats Undertaker, that's a heel turn.
Well, yes, but right now he's riding that line, being like, "This is my yard, and I spear who I want, and I punch who I want." Like he's riding that line. That spear, yeah. Although the setup of like, "Oh, you done messed up, boy," that was pretty good too.
Oh, and let's be honest, Braun Strowman's coming out during this match.
Okay. I'm glad you brought this out because that, to me, that moment on Raw a couple weeks ago, that moment is the moment that ruined this match. And let me explain. When you have Taker show up and choke slam Braun Strowman, you've now essentially inserted, whether you mean to or not, you've inserted Braun Strowman into this match.
Into the entire picture. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the picture. Even though you're going, no, it's Taker Reigns. Braun does not just let things go. Okay.
No, he's going to come out there and punch
you over
right
Braun.
in the face.
Braun's going to screw you back. Whether he means to or not, like on purpose, he don't forget. And so here's the problem. If Braun shows up, punches Roman, and Roman wins by DQ, it's tainted. Roman didn't really win. If Braun comes out, punches Taker, and Taker wins by DQ, it's tainted. Taker didn't really win.
What if he just comes and choked or close eyes on both at the same time?
That's even worse. If Braun shows up and punches them both, and it's a double DQ, the match is pointless. Like, everything that goes on in the match is pointless. Because Taker doesn't lose, sort of.
Sort of.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it at a double DQ. Taker doesn't lose, sort of. And Reigns doesn't win. So Reigns doesn't look strong. Jokes aside, Reigns doesn't look strong. Reigns doesn't look like he really toppled. And so they would, to further Reigns, they would have to have a follow-up match, like at Payback or whatever comes next after.
Or they could have a triple threat at SummerSlam.
Well, my point is, then what was the point of this match? Because this match is obviously, from a outsider's perspective, Taker's last ride.
Well, how about Braun comes out and he tries to attack Taker and Taker chokeslams him and it's game over and then he beats Roman and then it's done. I don't know. I think there's too many factors for us to be able to say what's going to happen. Honestly, if it was just them two with no Braun, Roman wins.
No, absolutely. Yeah. If it's just Taker and just Roman for the sake of story and for the next generation,
Roman wins.
And I hate that.
Unless Taker is planning on coming back.
Now, yeah.
After surgery.
One big if. If Taker has decided, I'm good to keep going.
I'm going to have my surgery. I'll be back in 6 months.
Yeah. Then you absolutely have Taker win and bring him back.
But you have to bring him back on more of a basis than he's in right now.
Yeah.
You can't have him show up for once a year.
He's got to be at least an every pay-per-view mainstay kind of thing.
Yeah. Every pay-per-view. Give me a couple Raws,
Oh yeah, he's got to show up on Raws and maybe wrestle one or two to kind of build some hype. But even if like he only wrestles Lesnar style, like only wrestles at pay-per-views, that's
fine. Yeah.
The man's earned that kind of vacation.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar.
Well, real quick, before we move to that, the reason I wanted to bring up of how divisive this is, because notice Kari hadn't said anything.
I want to hear this.
And that's because, well, go ahead, Kari. What did you say about the way you see the way this match is probably going to end? It's okay. You can be candid. I don't mind.
I'm trying to figure out the right way to
tell you literally
together.
No. Say what you told me. Like honestly, like we're not going to judge you for it.
I know you're not going to judge me.
We understand the emotion behind it.
I feel like I told Ace that I'd probably stop watching wrestling for. But now that after I had some time to think about it, I might stop for a while. But eventually, I may come back. And
that's my point. That's why this is divisive.
And the reason I say that is we've seen for the last few years that we try different ways to make Roman look strong, and like these opportunities just go to waste. And we've seen some improvement, but not enough to warrant a win over the Undertaker. But maybe that's just me. Well, I can't even say it's just me. It's probably a lot of people that probably feel the same way as well. But I don't know. That'll be a really tough pill to swallow. And I understand Taker is old school, and so if need be, he'll lay on his back and go out the way he's supposed to go out. Right. But that also depends on if he decides to come back or not. Which honestly, I'd rather him see retire at Survivor Series, retire at WrestleMania, because I think it'd be more poetic to have him in his career at the place where he started it. But yeah, that's basically in a very SparkNotes version how I feel.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that 100%. You know, I mean, because it's Taker too. It's not just,
it's not Joe Blow.
No, it's a guy who's been, the face of WWE for almost 30 years.
Yeah. Like, I'm not looking at this lightly. Like, it absolutely is realizing that Taker's going to lose at Mania again. Yeah. Now, granted, I'm okay with this because then Brock Lesnar can drop that stupid, 1 in 21 crap. You're not the only one. Okay.
Now you're on the same level as Roman Reigns. You're on the same
level as Roman Reigns. Welcome to the big leagues.
I believe that.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of Lesnar,
the match that everyone's
not
pretty
excited
certain
for.
How it's going to go, but we're pretty curious how they're going to get there.
I'm unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. Go ahead, but I disagree with what you're about to say.
You don't even know.
I want to hear this. I'm curious.
You don't even know.
Yes, I do. We've talked about this.
Shut your mouth. Obviously, we're talking about the two big marquee matches. First up, we got Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. In my opinion, I feel like Lesnar's going to win because you got some big stars coming back. Rollins starting his comeback tour, and eventually Finn Balor's got to show back up. He's gotta. Those two are gonna need a monster heel to be going after for the championship. You can't have those two as faces go after a face.
That's true.
And so the only way you do that is give it to Lesnar, because he makes a really good monster heel champ. And that is why I believe Goldberg is going to drop to Lesnar and, believe it or not, be a transitional champion.
Goldberg's going to win.
Goldberg's not going to win.
Goldberg's going to win.
Stop, Ace. Nell, I want to hear this because you're like the only person I heard say this. Yeah, I want to hear your reasoning.
All right. Weird. So here's my basis. I've only been watching wrestling for 25 years now. I'm an old guy. Holy crap.
We're all old. Look,
we're all almost 30.
28.
Here's my deal. You don't with the story they've built for Goldberg, you don't build him the way you have to have him lose it on the grandest stage of them all to Brock Lesnar. You don't build it up that way.
You definitely do. It's redemption for 20.
I mean, it'd be redemption for Survivor. Wherever they fought last year, Survivor Series.
Right, but I'm saying this is kind
of redemption for the Royal Rumble. But at the same time, how much they've built up Goldberg, I don't see it happening.
But here's the thing: I don't see them with this match at WrestleMania. There's no way that they
had a WrestleMania moment.
Do what?
Goldberg hasn't had a WrestleMania moment.
Yes, but there's no way they do a Goldberg match at WrestleMania like that.
Yes. Yes,
like
they
not
do.
after WrestleMania 20 do they do a Goldberg match.
To be fair, the fact that match was so bad because it was just kind of two guys
Leaving the
you know,
company.
yeah. And they were just messing around in the ring.
I
think,
it
like,
looked really
there's
bad.
just- I don't
Goldberg's
see-
going to retain. Goldberg's going to retain. Mark my words. Everyone, Mark
look,
Nelstar's words.
I love Goldberg, and as a
Goldberg.
wrestling fan, like from a fan perspective, I hate Lesnar. Mainly because Paul Heyman can't say his name in the span of one episode of Raw. So yes, I hate Lesnar for all the right reasons. Is the way I like to say it.
Honestly, I think if Goldberg does win, that'll probably be the shock of the year.
It will. It absolutely will, because I'm telling you, Lesnar's the favorite going into this.
And I'm going to be honest, over the past month or so, like we've been shocked quite a few times. So,
Well, by who? Goldberg winning it? I'm sorry.
no,
Not shocking.
no, not in terms of like Goldberg,
Okay.
but you know,
I was like, were you shocked that he beat Kevin Owens? Because I got news for you.
no, I just think Goldberg, this is one of those matches that, yeah, you know, a lot of people have predicted and everyone's saying Brock, but I think this is one of the matches that's more up in the air of who's going to walk away.
It's true, because here's the thing. I'm going to talk crap about Lesnar all day long. I don't want Lesnar to win. I feel like he's gonna, but I don't think Lesnar's gonna win. That being said, it is just enough, like, as fans and marks and stuff, there's just enough ambiguity where you don't actually know who's gonna win. So
Exactly.
I'll give you credit. He could retain. I don't have a strong feeling about it, but he could retain.
He retains, then he puts someone over at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but who would at SummerSlam? I wouldn't even wait that long.
I
Money in
would.
the Bank.
Maybe.
Yeah, right? Well, who would? Well, it'll have to be. It'll have to be a really particular order of things to have to happen for Goldberg.
If Goldberg wins, I'm okay as long as Finn Balor comes back and
See, he could just hand it to Finn, but
just be like, "Here, bro,
here you go, dude.
Yeah,
Remember,
you
this was
really
yours.
lost
this was yours."
This is yours.
So
We've just been keeping it warm.
yeah, does it feel okay? Strap's fine.
Feel okay.
All right, but moving on to what I'm sure Nell has been like violently shaking in his chair, because anybody who was here for Nell's first appearance knows the level of gush that he has for this match. So, without further ado, we have Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
I'm gonna let you guys talk
Nell.
first.
No. Take it away now.
Take it away.
All right, so let's just talk about what's transpired over the past month with Bray Wyatt. First, I mean, we have Randy Orton doing what
arsonist.
we all knew what was going to happen, but I mean, yeah, he's an arsonist and didn't get arrested. Completely blows my mind, and it was broadcast on national TV. Doesn't make
Wrestling
any sense.
isn't real. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. But then, you know, I thought that was going to be like, oh, okay, well, now we have a different Bray Wyatt because he's not tied to the, you know, the unknown or the supernatural anymore. And then he comes back and he starts rubbing ashes on his body and talks about how he has a connection to Satan through Sister Abigail. And I'm like, holy crap.
You remember
This
where
just went
for
from
a
2
moment
to a 10.
You remember for a moment there when we were like, "Oh, Bray Wyatt's a face now." No,
No,
he
he's
just
not.
summoned Satan. He's no longer a face.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt, like
he big
in
showed.
my mind, and this is me talking as a wrestling fan, not as a Bray Wyatt fan, even though I'm
Oh,
a
really?
diehard Bray Wyatt fan.
Oh, no way.
There is no way after summoning the soul of Satan through Sister Abigail's ashes that he loses this title at WrestleMania.
No, they love giving Orton belts at WrestleMania.
But if Orton gets a belt, he ties a certain record.
That doesn't matter. Not to WWE. If they really cared about the record, they would have him break it.
No, Cena's going to break it.
I know he's gonna eventually, but the point is, I don't know. I'm with. Here's the thing. I'm with you because Bray has a lot of reason to win going into this match.
He has nothing left to lose.
Well,
That's true.
I mean, I'm sure he's got like Sister Abigail's car and Sister Abigail.
He has her ashes on his body.
Yeah, something.
Things have gone completely haywire with Bray Wyatt. You know, whenever we first saw the house burn down, you're like we seriously thought. I was talking to Ace at this point. Like, we're like, oh crud, like this is not good.
The best part was for that moment, I was like in a Taco Bell drive-thru and it wasn't loading the stream properly. So all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, okay, they're having a little moment between Randy Orton and Bray. Ah, dang it, it's not working. Well, they probably were just cutting a promo or whatever. All of a sudden Nell is messaging me, holy crap. I'm like,
OMG.
Wait, what? Hold on. What did Randy do? He was like, just watch. Okay. So I started like almost like live tweeting like what I was seeing. I was like, what is Randy doing? Randy, that's too much gas, Randy, come on now, Randy. No, you put that down.
I just think that was, and I talked about, Bray being the Undertaker's heir apparent to like the embodiment of evil within the WWE.
That happened.
Yeah, he officially took the dive. I expect the Backwoods Ministry to come out soon. Can we get the Hawaiian shirts back?
No. When you summon Satan doesn't allow Hawaiian shirts.
I'm pretty sure Satan's the reason we have Hawaiian shirts.
No, that's Hawaii's fault. It's not Satan's fault.
I think Bray walks away. I think he walks away with the championship.
Black socks with sandals.
Yeah.
No, I see Orton, but I also see Bray having the better reason to win.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though. If Bray wins, the only thing I'm worried about, I guess, what next for Bray?
Oh, you can make something easy with him.
Oh, I know you can, but like usually, like there's little seeds of like a rivalry, and right now,
what happens with Randy if he wins? There's really
Randy can just be the cocky young champ, though. Is the thing. Like he's never needed a story, as we're just saying.
Here's what I was thinking, because as long as John Cena around, everything runs through John Cena.
Oh, yeah. So, look! Don't side with the Miz right now, okay?
No. Here, listen.
You stop, Maurice.
Listen. Now, think about this. Say Randy wins, which I don't think he's going to win. I think Bray's going to win, to be honest. Randy wins. They tie the record. You have two people that are 16 and 16. He fused with John Cena. He have it blow over at SummerSlam to see who breaks the record. And so it's for the belt and for the record.
That's the problem, though, because in that match, if Cena
wins,
he breaks the record. If Randy wins, no change.
He's just champ.
He's still just champ. Like the title, the title has to go to somebody else, and then they triple threat for it to be worth it.
I mean, you also have to remember there's a certain member of the Wyatt family who is yet to come back.
Yeah, but I'm starting to worry the way they're pushing Bray that he's going to be a one-man band.
I don't think he will be. I think Eric Rowan's promos that he's been doing on Twitter, these creepy things that are the things nightmares are made from.
Yeah, with the light bulbs and stuff.
The light bulbs and the sheet mask with blood going through the eyeballs and stuff. And like, I'm just they're going dark. They're going dark with Wyatt.
I'll tell you what's weird, though, is he's not in Mania.
Huh. I bet you we see him.
You think? Not in this match. I think this match is going to be won clean by somebody. Unless he summons Satan. And that's the only way he wins non-clean. Okay.
Hey, you know what? We seen stranger things in the WWE.
We saw
Shawn Michaels comes in as like, I got this.
We saw Undertaker sacrifice Stephanie McMahon. There's a bar that's been set. There's a bar that's been set.
Well, Vince McMahon did wrestle God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Bray Wyatt summons Satan, and Shawn Michaels comes out and is like, I knew it. I knew it.
I think Bray walks away. I do. I
can believe it. Yeah. I have no quarrel with you on this. I can see Bray walking away. I can see Randy as well for several reasons, but Bray's reasons are stronger.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be a good Mania.
That's good. Look, I may be a little bit biased, but this is going to be an amazing Mania.
Just because you're going to be there.
That's right.
Got it.
Can't wait.
Shut up, Ace. No. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
You care a little bit.
I'm not even going to watch it.
You are a dirty, filthy liar. Most hyped.
My buddy was like, my buddy was like, we're going to the lake that weekend. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm a little busy.
They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, watching Mania by myself.
I'll watch it with you.
No, you won't.
I'll be there.
Okay. Now,
if they single the camera on me, we'll be watching it together.
Now, a couple of things, because Mania is just not for just for the matches, even though that's the main attraction.
wait. Mania is not for the matches?
It's not just for the matches.
I hate to break it to you, but it totally is.
That's why I said not just for the matches.
No, it kind of is.
I was wondering who you guys think would show up.
Oh, what do you mean show up?
Like, people
like, is The Rock going to set fire to his name again or something? Like, what do you mean show up?
Please, no. Rock will be there because he's still on a part-time contract.
Yeah,
yes,
he's got a Legends contract.
Like,
Rock
we know
will
The Rock
be there.
Who else?
Besides
the Hall of Fame, who else? Because there's somebody in the Hall of Fame that I feel
David Arquette's going to come out and win another championship.
Oh, God, no. False.
Return of the Hurricane.
No, I could see Shaq being there. Gronk might have a role.
Gronk needs to show. Gronk needs to walk out with Mojo.
Yeah, I see. I can see that happening, but there's a couple things.
And then he could feud with Zack Ryder when he comes back for who gets to be buddies with Mojo.
I mean, there's just not a lot of storyline opportunities for celebrities to fit in right now.
Somebody's got to show up because the hosts are the New Day.
Let's not talk about that.
No. That's perfect. Because even though they don't have a story right now, they have enough charisma and energy to be like in that role right now. Like instead of
they want to be the very best.
What I mean is like instead of shoehorning them into a storyline, they were just like, let's just let them be New Day.
I can see that.
I'm fine with that. Instead of being like, we have to come up with a rivalry with them. We got to make it a fatal 4-way tag match. Throw the New Day in there. They were just like, just let them go be, the New Day.
Yeah.
Go up there, hoop and holler, throw around some bootios, get the crowd hyped up. They do that very well.
If we're talking one celebrity to have their WrestleMania moment, it's Gronk. It's got to be Gronk.
It's got to be Gronk. And something in addition to that, have they announced a celebrity Hall of Famer already?
Actually, I haven't heard anything of it.
No, they haven't.
Because normally there's one.
But they announced 7 people, which is normal.
Right, but I mean, to be fair, like one of them is tag team.
Listen, you don't hate on the Rock and Roll Express.
I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, like, that's technically
hating
one
on
people.
Not hating on them.
That's technically one people, is all I mean.
I ain't hating on them.
That's what they call them, the Road Warriors, one people.
They are. One cohesive unit.
You hold your tongue, sir.
Hey.
You hold your tongue.
Hey, okay. Kari thinks The Undertaker's going to win, so let's get back to that. No.
All right. So, out of 5 stars, what do you think this WrestleMania is going to be?
All right. If I'm ignoring the fact...
Or out of 10. Let's do it out of 10.
Out of 10 stars. If I'm ignoring the fact that I'm going to be there, because I feel like that would get a whole extra star on its own.
Of course.
From a viewer standpoint, solid 8, maybe a 7 if certain matches don't go well. But there's enough story here to be at a solid 8.
I would vote to give it a 7. I think a 7 is good.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 6 because of Nia Jax.
No. I'm not going to ruin entire Mania because one girl is not like most, okay? No.
Okay, I'm going to give it a solid 6 because of Nia Jax than the mixed tag team match.
I got news for you.
Oh, okay. I can deal with that.
No, you're wrong. You're going to sit there in your wrongness.
It's going to be a good Mania, but
because
I don't
John
know if
Cena is going to have a WrestleMania entrance.
I don't know if it's going to be a WrestleMania 31.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like...
It'll be better than 32.
I want to give it an 8 because you got Taker, you got Wyatt, you got Goldberg, you got Jericho, you got some decent tag matches, but it could be a 7.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Well, that was an amazing Mania breakdown. Any final words?
Bray Wyatt is the eater of worlds.
That is a lovely way to end.
That's a terrible way to end.
Bray Wyatt's the greatest wrestler of all time.
That's like, you're like, any final words? And you're like, state the facts.
I will eat your soul.
Well,
that's like saying The Rock is large.
Of course. He's
what about you, Slizzer Slayer?
AJ Styles is the best wrestler on the planet.
Really?
I mean, I'll give him number 2 under Bray.
I'll give him.
I know.
Well, okay. Jack Gallagher. Demand summons.
Okay, let's end it there because we're talking about Jack Gallagher Styles.
I could just go for days, but no. Here's the thing. ratings regardless. This is going to be a good Mania.
Yep.
Just enough storylines here to encompass some of the less matches that are going to be on the card.
This feels like some of the most complete storylines for Mania in a while.
There's not a whole lot of rushed storylines. Like, at least a lot of these storylines have been building longer than a single pay-per-view. Most.
No, they all have. I'm looking at the card right now, and they've all been building since at least Royal
Baron
Rumble.
Corbin.
Well, I mean, that's been building since 2 months ago.
And can we really say that Neville Austin Aries was building?
They've been building Austin Aries.
They've been building Austin
since he
Aries,
became a commentator.
But I don't know. That's why I say most have good long-standing stories. Few mixed tag exceptions here and there. But for the most part, they have story longer than a pay-per-view. And to me, that's what makes a good Mania match. Because if a lot of these stories were just put into place at the last pay-per-view, like, I'll see you at Mania, at the end of it, it kind of cheapens it because it makes it seem like they literally just built this.
Oh, like Nia Jax. Okay.
Yes, like Nia Jax. But for example, the tag championship, the three people that are participating in it they've
been fighting for 4 months now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good though. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. Except for James Ellsworth.
Hashtag Nia Jax and James Ellsworth should just hook up. And just be the absolute,
And on that note, we call it a night.
Yep.
So, yes. Thank you, gentlemen, for once again being on an amazing Quick Pop podcast. Got to hear a lot of interesting points of view on a lot of things. So once again, thank you very much. This has been Ace.
This has been Slayer.
And I'm Nell.
And we hope you all enjoy WrestleMania. And we will see you afterwards for the fallout. Thank you, and good night, everyone.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
Bray Wyatt for president.